you're gonna find that it's a lot harder to achieve your goals if your mindset is not aligned with the goal that you're trying to achieve. Let's say you set a goal to, eat healthy, work out, and live a healthier life. Let's just say live a healthier lifestyle, right? Let's say you set a goal to live a healthier lifestyle, yet you have these deeply rooted habits, sort of like routines, because habits become routine. And they're subconscious. Your habits are 9 times out of 10 subconscious, because 9 out of 10 of the things you do, 90% of the things you do, think, and say are subconscious thoughts, actions, and habits. It all stems from subconscious habits. And so let's say you set the goal, you're saying, you know what, I eat like crap, I get 2 hours of sleep, I drink nothing but soda and chips, I speak negatively towards myself, I view life in a negative way, I view myself negatively, I view others negatively. And you're saying, you know what, I just want to live a healthier lifestyle, physically, mentally, and spiritually. But you have those habits, those negative habits that I just listed. You're going to find that it's going to be a bit of a struggle. You're going to find that it's going to be a challenge. And like I always say, challenges are really opportunities for you to grow and for you to do something different and for you to attain new knowledge, to attain new experiences. And so a mind, right? Stay with me here. So a mind that is stretched by a new experience cannot go back to its old dimensions. Once you pull it this way, it's no going back to this. No, you've already opened it. You can't close it now that it's open. You understand what I'm saying? And so think of it like an earlobe, right? I got my ears pierced when I was a baby. If I was to stretch this out in time, once that heals and once I get used to it like that, it will not go back to this same size. It would continue to be stretched. And so what I'm saying here is, in order to really stick with that goal, in order to stay on the right track to achieving that goal, you've got to break down those bad habits and replace them with better habits. Instead of setting a new goal every single time you want to see a change in your life, the changes in your life that you see are not based off of the goals that you have set. I'm going to just tell you that right now. It's based off of your habits. It's based off of your habits. It's based off of your mindset. It's based on your life is a reflection of your subconscious mind. So where you are today, all the goals that you have achieved are not, or the success or the progress that you have made in your life is not based off of all the goals that you have achieved. That's not why you are in the position that you're in today. It's based off of your habits. And when you build better habits, you can build a better life. It's not about setting the goal to be healthier. It's about incorporating or adopting healthier habits. Now, if you adopt healthy habits like positive self-talk, positive affirmations, stretching your body, moving your body, eating right, getting a decent amount of sleep, drinking water, cutting out the sugar and too much salt and everything like that, and really just staying healthy physically, mentally, and spiritually, any goal that you set that is in alignment with that new mindset, that is in alignment with those habits, will be easy to achieve. If you so if you set the goal, now that you have these healthy habits, right? Say you set the goal to let's say work out 4 times a week. Now that you have these healthy habits in place, now that you have a healthy outlook, now that you have a healthy outlook on your physical health, you have a healthy relationship with exercise, you have a healthy relationship with food, working out would be no problem for you. In time, you will find that you have achieved that goal of whatever you were working towards. Maybe not working out, but let's say gaining more muscle mass. In time, now that you have these healthy habits, you will find that you have achieved that goal because of those habits. Every goal that you have achieved is not because you said, okay, I'm going to achieve this goal. It's because of the habits that you have in place that help you get there. If you have a habit to beat yourself down after making a mistake, you'll find that it's a lot harder to achieve your goals, because beating yourself down after making a mistake will not help you get to that goal at all. What's going to help you get there is by learning from your mistakes, by saying, I can only control myself, my thoughts, and my actions. I made a mistake. Okay, so instead of feeling bad about it, instead of thinking like, oh, I just blew everything up, no, I'm just going to say, okay, let me not do that again. Let me try something else. And it's going to be trial and error, but it's all about the journey. It's not about the destination. It's all about the habits you build along the journey, like whatever it is you're working towards. And that's another thing I was going to say. When you set a goal, right, a lot of the time you're only focused on what it's going to be like to achieve that goal. You're not really focused on the journey itself, because the journey is the most important part. Yeah, when you get to the destination, that's fine, but what's going to happen after that? If you're only focused on the destination, you will find that it's a lot harder to really get there. It's going to take you a lot longer to get there, because you're not actually paying attention to the journey. You're not learning. Well, you're not paying attention to what it is you should be learning. You're not building these better habits. You're not, adapting a new mindset. You're really just focused on the goal. Like, let me think. If you want to get better with art, right? And you start thinking of all the, like the cool, you ever see like the people who just draw really good? It's so realistic, and you're like, oh man, I'm gonna get there one day. And so all you're doing is focusing on what you could be drawing like in time, instead of focusing on the journey. Like, focus on what if you're drawing stick people right now, you want to get to that point where you could literally draw me and put it side by side. It's like those people who draw like an apple and then put a real apple and you really have to guess, or like the people who make the cake. Anyways, what I'm saying here is, enjoy the journey. As long as you are enjoying the journey, you're going to get there much faster than if you just focus on the destination. Instead of setting the goal, focus on building a better habit. Focus on the journey, because the journey brings lessons, it brings new experiences, it helps you to build better habits, because along the way you're going to realize, wait a minute, that old way, for example, if you want to draw, that old way that I used to draw is not going to work if I'm trying to get to here. Like, if I'm used to drawing stick people, in time, add some dimension, add an arm instead of just a stick, add an arm, and over time you're gonna learn and learn and learn. You're gonna find out that the old ways, the old habits that you had aren't working, but the only way you're gonna learn to build better habits is by trying something new. You can't build better habits by continuing to do the same thing each and every day. You will just stay stagnant. We're here to learn, we're here to grow, we're here to have this experience, and we're here to be human. Like, really just enjoy your life while you have it. A lot of people always say that life is short, and I'm gonna tell you right now, life is not short. I've been here 20 years. 20 years is a long ass time. It is. If you say a movie came out 20 years ago, that's a long ass time. Coraline, for example, that's my favorite movie. That movie old as hell. But yeah, life is not short. The people who say life is short is because most of the time when people say life is short, is simply because they spend a short amount of their life actually living. And so you'll think and you'll say, oh, I spent this short amount of my life actually living it, and so that time period where I lived life was short. You don't want to be that type of person. I'm telling you that right now. So live your life in every single moment. Live your life, and you're gonna realize, like, dang, life is actually pretty lengthy. Like, when you're not just going day by day, just waiting for the next day, just enjoy where you are now, because it'll only come once. There is no day like today. There is no moment like this moment, literally. But back to the premise of the video. Life is really gonna take you exactly where you life is gonna take you exactly where you allow it to take you. And if you want if you want life to take you somewhere beautiful, if you want life to take you to a beautiful destination, on this life journey, on this sacred journey that you walk, build better habits, because in time your habits are really going to shape your reality, and you'll start to see that. It's all about your mindset. It's all about making your actions, It's all about aligning your mindset with the actions that you want to take. If you want to, just transform your life for the better, you got to get your mind on that page, babe. You got to. Because it's not going to get there just by you simply taking the action, because it won't stick. If your mind, it won't stick. Think of it like 2 pieces of paper with glue on it. If your actions, right, if you want your actions to stick to your life, you got to get your mind on that same page. You got to get your mind sticky enough so it can stick together and it will not break. That's how you build a habit, you guys. I really hope I got the message across in this video. Really just focus on the journey. Focus on the journey, because you're gonna learn a lot every single time. Trust that as long as you're taking the action to build better habits, those better habits will be built. Trust that as long as you're moving along on your journey and your mindset is stuck with the actions that you are taking, the mindset is stuck with the actions that you're taking, trust that in time you will get to your destination. And it totally slipped my mind, but another thing I was gonna say is, say you do somehow miraculously achieve the goal that you are working towards, right, without building better habits. What's gonna happen after that? Say, let's say, for example, you want to work out, and even though you dread working out, right, you might dread working out, you might have a horrible relationship with exercise, but somehow you managed to pull it together without focusing on the journey, and you really just only focused on your goal, and in time you just got to your goal. Maybe you just are very, very disciplined. Hey, some people are like that. But and that's another thing, discipline comes along the journey as well. But so you're one of those people who just miraculously got to the goal without actually building those better habits. Ask yourself, is this gonna stick with me? It most likely won't, because once you achieve what you've yearned to achieve, you're gonna be like, okay, I don't need to do this anymore, because you haven't built that habit of actually staying healthy, of actually living a healthy life. You haven't made it a habit for you to choose things that are going to be healthy for you. So once you get to that goal of whatever it is that you're working towards, let's just say it's losing weight, once you get to that goal, eating healthy and being healthy will not stick, because you never ever aligned your mindset with those actions that you wanted to take. So if you want it to stick, if you want it to be a lifelong thing for you to carry with you, you got to get your mind on the same page as your actions. Or maybe it might be the other way around. Maybe your mind is aligned in trying to build these better habits, but you're just not following through with your actions. Let me just tell you that it might not be like a you thing. It might be a subconscious limiting belief that you might want to check out. And I also would do a video on that soon, about breaking down subconscious limiting beliefs, because my last few videos, I think my last 2-3 videos have been about the subconscious mind and reprogramming the subconscious mind. So that's another thing I'm going to continue. Like, my videos have always lately has been about the subconscious mind, because I'm breaking down these limiting beliefs, and I keep coming to these like breaking points, and I keep reaching these milestones in my life journey, and I'm like, I gotta share that. Like, I seen something the other day that was like, those who like, have the experience and are spiritually awakened to a certain degree, because you keep having awakenings. You don't just have one and then you're done. You're gonna have to keep awakening and growing and evolving. And so somebody said that it was a beautiful thing for those who are on a high vibration and share their experience and knowledge with other people instead of keeping it to themselves. And it's like, me personally, every single time I come to a breakthrough, I always tell myself, I gotta make a video about that. I gotta make a video, because I just be sitting talking with God, and then all of a sudden I'm like, last night, that's how I came up with these topics for the video. I was like, dog, I gotta make a video about building better habits. Like, I have to. Like, it just resonated with me deeply. And so I'm really grateful that I'm able to share these messages with you guys and share my knowledge and my experiences with you guys. But like I always say, I am not the teacher. I'm the student, okay? I'm literally learning just as you are, and I just want to help everybody learn together. Like, in time, we're all gonna learn, we're all gonna grow, we're all gonna get to exactly where we're headed. And it's up to you to set the coordinates, to set the GPS on where you want to go. And the way you set that GPS is by taking action. Your life, your future is unfolding in every present moment. That's another video that I want to make. But literally, your future is unfolding in every present moment. The things you do, try and get your mental state on a positive track, because my natural state, our natural state, is love, joy, and peace. So always keep that in the forefront of your mind. So whenever you have those thoughts pop up that are clashing with love, joy, and peace, figure out which one it's clashing with. If you're thinking something that's making you feel sad, it's clashing with that joy. If you're feeling something that's making you feel envious, or like you dislike something, or you hate something, it's clashing with love. And if you are just feeling something that is just really rocking you up internally, it's clashing with peace. So always remember that whenever you're having those thoughts, just bring yourself back and say love, joy, and peace, to remind yourself of who you are and what your natural state is. Your future is literally unfolding right in front of your eyes. Look at your daily life and ask yourself, if I keep living my life this way, right, where do I see myself within a year? Let's just say a year. If I keep focusing on the positivity, pushing myself to learn without exerting my energy, okay? Remember to rest, okay? Don't exhaust yourself. So if I keep pushing myself to learn, pushing myself to, try new things and experience new things in life, if I keep building these better habits, where would I be a year from now? And I'm smiling because I'm getting like an intuitive download that is showing me something beautiful in my mind's eye. So that's what I'm going to keep doing. So if I was to say, okay, imagine if I keep living this unhealthy lifestyle, I just keep thinking negative, I'm very irritable. I'm not irritable, but I keep being a very irritable person, and I'm unhealthy, this, that, and the third, where would I be a year from now? Not somewhere pretty. I'm just going to tell you that right now. You're either going to be in a worse position, or you're going to still be in the same position that you're in. So really just try your best to build these better habits. Like I said, it's going to be trial and error. You're going to get to where you're going to be. As long as you keep trying, as long as you keep working to build these better habits, rather than trying to achieve a certain goal, but just focus on building better habits. When you wake up in the morning, instead of drinking, a sugary coffee or something, maybe just have some cold water. For me, cold water wakes me up. It shocks my body into waking up. So maybe just have some ice cold water to try and wake you up. If you are deciding for snack time whether you want some Lay's potato chips, or say you want some potato chips, but Lay's are extremely unhealthy, so maybe just make your own potato chips. Cut you up some potatoes, add a little bit of oil and salt, and boom. The healthiest, it's a healthier version. Or just maybe choose an even healthier snack. Like, I'm gonna get into these topics in another video, because this video will be sitting here 2 hours long if I keep on going. Yeah, but I want to say thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you all have an amazing day, a beautiful day. Go check out my recent video if you haven't already. I want to say thank y'all so much for everybody who is joining the community. I really appreciate it. Like, we have 200 members in the community, 200 beautiful souls who joined this community, and I want to say thank you guys so much, because y'all don't have to do that. You could just, you could just do whatever. You don't have to want to better your life. You could choose, like, we all have free will. You could choose to, do what you want to do, or you could choose to join the community and see the brighter side of life. It's all up to you. But is that everything I wanted to say? Yeah, check out the quote of the day of this video. I always leave a quote of the day in my videos, simply just to kind of like, give you a new way of thinking, or trying to like, just give you some inspiration or some motivation or something like that. I don't really know. Like, I've been doing this since my very first video on the channel, so I really don't remember exactly why I do it, but I know that discovering these quotes and adding them to the description, I really be like, oh wow. And it's almost like boost your positive thinking in so many words. I think that was the right words I want to say. But Seriously, that is a very orange butterfly. But seriously, that is all that I have for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all in my next video. Until next time, bye friends.